Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with my seventh and final video covering my favorite movies of the year 2024. I don't know if I pointed this out, but I saw over 100 movies last year, and it really wasn't a good year for movies, in all honesty. But let's get into it. This is the final one, and so might as well just spit them out real quick. My picks for the best movies of the year. Fifth place, I would say If. If's directed by John Krasinski, stars Ryan Reynolds, Kaylee Fleming, and Steve Carell. The whole concept of this movie is a little girl gets recruited to basically help manage a retirement home for imaginary friends in New York City. The movie is very ambitious, very emotional, very humorous and heartfelt. It is, of course, more of a metaphor for parenthood itself, and really the concept of, getting older and not feeling needed anymore and just kind of, waiting for your time to check out. But all done in a very intelligent and patient and meaningful and frankly beautiful way. John Krasinski made something really, really special with this movie, and he should be proud of himself. Fourth place, I would say Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Film's directed by... One second. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Directed by Wes Ball. Stars Owen Teague, Freya Allen, Kevin Durant, and William H. Macy. Whole setup here is... This is the 10th of the Planet of the Apes movies. The greatest film franchise of all time, in my opinion. And, set 300 years after the death of Caesar. Noah Eagleson is the sole survivor after his village is raided. And 2 seconds. Damn kids. Noah's village is raided and his people are captured. His father is murdered and he's left for dead. And he treks across the state, across the ruins of mankind to find the mysterious and tyrannical Proximus Caesar to eventually rescue his people and put an end to this man's tyranny, or this ape's tyranny. And of course, get some companions along the way. Third place, by the way, it's a great, epic, action-packed, visually stunning motion picture. I loved it. Third place, I'd say Anora, directed by Sean Baker and starring Mikey Madison. This film, I can't remember most. I nominated the one guy for supporting actor, but I'm gonna have to look his name up to remember it. They're Russian, okay? But Mikey Madison is a New York stripper and hooker, and she gets whisked away by this very outgoing Russian drug dealer in his huge mansion. And, he proposes to her, they get married, and then, his family gets involved, and things get spiral out of control rapidly. Of all the award contenders movies everybody's talking about this year, of the ones I've seen so far, I haven't seen The Brutalist yet, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit through Amelia Perez. Just the trailers for that thing look insufferable to me. But this was an amazing film, a great movie, a great script, a wonderful performance. Just was captivated and mystified the entire time. Okay, back to this. Second place, I would say Nosferatu. Nosferatu, directed by Robert Eggers, starring Bill Skarsgård, Gloria Rose Depp, Nicholas Hoult, Aaron Johnson, and Willem Dafoe. This is, of course, a remake or inspired by F.W. Murnau's 1922 film, which itself was a blatant ripoff of Bram Stoker's novel Dracula. It's a real estate agent is lured to Transylvania, where he sells a castle to a mysterious count, who then holds him captive, feasts on his blood, leaves him for dead, makes his way to England, or in this case, is it England in this version? Old version was Germany. Now I can't remember if they kept it Germany, or England, or what they did for the new one. Damn. Anyhow. And that's where they get a little bit different. There's a plague is terrorizing the city, and it's going to require a willing sacrifice to stop the evil. It is visually like, I mean, it's like almost nothing to compare it to at this point. I've never really seen a movie that looks like Nosferatu. It's very surrealistic and very expressionistic. And just, it could be the fucking defining horror film of our time. It's really that goddamn good. But it's not my personal favorite movie of the year. My pick for the number one movie of the year, the best film of the year, was Saturday Night. Directed by Jason Reitman, starring a lot of folks. just a lot of people are in this movie, man. I mean, like, the short list is maybe 18 to 22 people. But this is, of course, told in real time, 90 minutes before the airing. They go live with the first ever episode of Saturday Night Live, and all of the tension and anxiety and pressure and stress that goes with it, and it's so kinetic. It's so funny. It's such a celebration, and almost like a time capsule into just a different time. Well, that's what fucking time capsules are, Jake. But it was just such an experience. It's so goddamn entertaining and almost addictive. I've seen the movie so many times. I want to watch it today. I loved it. I loved Saturday Night. It's the best movie of the year, for my opinion. And I'll give some honorable mentions here. Conclave and The Substance are both just as good as everybody are saying, but I kind of felt both those films are slightly bogged down by kind of silly endings. Dune Part 2 was really, really excellent, but I didn't want to have two big sci-fi sequels in my best picture, so I just chose Apes over Dune. Strange Darling, excellent movie, which unfortunately is getting no support and love from its own studio. I don't think it was even submitted to the Academy, which is a damn shame, because that's a great movie. The Wild Robot is probably the best animated film of the year, if you don't count Watchmen. And as far as we're talking about Watchmen, yeah, Watchmen was fucking great. It's just about as good, or if not better, than anything released in theaters. Civil War was a very interesting film. I thought it was very tempered and focused motion picture. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I saw The TV Glow. It was an absolutely haunting film. Late Night with the Devil is an unappreciated gem, and Long Legs is a film I think is going to get more and more appreciation as the years go on. When I posted my nominees at the end of the year, I had 10, but there's no way I was going to have 10 nominees, because first off, I don't do top 10s, I do top 5s. And secondly, that would insinuate that this was a good year for movies, which it most definitely was not. So, no nominees, no winner. Here's just, in alphabetical order, my picks for the absolute worst films of the year. I decided not to pick on cheap indie horror movies. Therefore, Taro, you get a pass just this one time, but you did suck. Absolute worst movies of the year were, in alphabetical order, Argyle, Borderlands, The Crow, Joker, Folie à Deux, Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, and Mean Girls. There you go. Avoid those films. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Time to start watching some new movies. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.